What's going on, everybody? Ken here with Down and Quiet RC. Just wanted to do a quick video, let you guys know what we've been up to and some of the races that are coming up and the things we're working on. So I know it's a little chilly out there still. I am ready for spring. I'm ready for that spring season. I know Timothy is too. I know all you guys are too. But with that, we're just working on the e-buggy right now. Lately, since the RC Arena's opener in January, we've been to one of Rock's club races a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. And on Friday, we did our little Friday Night Lights, where you have like one qualifier, one main kind of thing. It was nice and chill. We didn't even bring the trailer out there. You just bring your table, some more extra batteries and stuff. He only ran e-buggy, so try some things with diffs and stuff, and you know, get out of that comfort zone of always having the same setup. That's the only way to learn. So we learned a lot that night. So he's working on his e-buggy. I got his chassis here. So funny story, his universal drive shaft, you know, like the one you have in the rear here, that bearing in there, it's been in there since he built this kit. And he got this for Christmas of 2022. So that bearing back there has been back there, and the reason for that is sometime last year in the spring we stripped out that set screw that goes in there. So we tried to get, you know, the removal tool. We tried all the different tricks. It wasn't coming out. It was so rounded out, it was done. Once again, we tried a removal tool, you know, we screw it in and all that. It wasn't coming out. So, you know, with the spring season coming and stuff, it was just a matter of time before that bearing goes. I'm surprised it lasted that long. And while it is nasty and stuff, just from the oils and stuff, but it still works. It's still great. So we were lucky on that one. But I pretty much had to get the Dremel and cut it off. You know, it is what it is. So we got it out, got it nice and clean, as you can see right here. You know, well, I wouldn't say nice and clean, but it's cleaner. Put the new bearings in. I got the new bearings right here. Good old JT bearings. Can't go wrong with those. And then we went ahead and got the, well, let me show you how I cut it up. Yeah. I cut that sucker. That's the only way to get it off. There's no other way. I didn't want to cut it off too close to the diff case, because the diff case is just fine. So, sacrifice. But, you know, when you Loctite it, yeah, it's an important set screw here. Just Loctite it, set it, and just hold your tool against it, and just sit it there for like 10 seconds. Hold it, and it'll be fine. There's no need to crank and then use two hands and crank. It don't work. All right, you're gonna strip those set screws. Another thing I'm gonna do is get one of those titanium set screws or whatever, because some of this material is always a little soft when it comes to metal. But yeah, cut that out. I know it's painful, but I got a new set. Here's the new set. The universal drive shafts is TKR 9095, and then the diff pinion 12th tooth is TKR 9153. And if you ever need it, if you're at the Rock and you ever need it, Chad Cup has them. So, but yeah, and that's that. So we can rebuild that. Got some goodies. So for years and years, you know, you had the old low C ride height gauge. Everybody knows this bad boy. It works, but it's very hard. The rear, it's not an issue, right? Because you always just measure the rear, on the very rear. But when it comes to the front, especially with the tires on, it's very hard to get in far enough to hit this bend to get your ride height, especially with tires on it. So I went ahead and just, you know, we can still use it or give it away to somebody, but we went ahead and got this ProTech. I know J Concepts makes one too, but it has that long arm and you just put it underneath there. You know, I can get it from any angle. There we go. You know, and it'll measure whatever ride height you need. So, pretty nice tool. On Friday, while he was doing his Friday night racing, went over to Jack Cups, went and got us a new battery, another 6,000. So we got 2 of these 6,000s. You know, everybody knows them, the Gens Ace 6,000s. We had the 7,500s for almost 2 years. They were great, but they're starting to get there. You know, you can only recharge them, charge them so many times. I mean, we had them literally almost 2 years. Let me get them real quick. These bad boys right here, 7,500s. These happen to be the RSs, but these are almost 2 years old. So, you know, when people talk about taking care of your batteries, you know what, when you're done racing, when you have a few minutes or whatever, put them in storage mode. They'll last forever. This thing don't even have any puffing. I don't know if you can tell, but there's no puffing on this. But doing his qualifier on Friday and his main, it can't do 10 minutes anymore. So yeah, it's 7,500, but it's two years. It just can't do it anymore, and that's fine. You can still use it for practice. You know, run it for about 8 minutes. But once it hits that 9 minutes, it's gonna get a little. It's gonna cut off on you. So it wasn't the heat or anything. It's literally the battery. But we had 2 of these. They work great. But yes, this is 6,000, but it's a. I mean, a lot of people are using the 6,000, and it worked just fine. There she is. It'll work just fine. He just has to work on, you know, not spinning his tires so much. You know, you need to save your power for the straightaway, for the jumps. There's no need to be drifting everywhere. There's time for drifting, but you're just wasting energy. You're just wasting battery life, and you won't make 10 minutes. But this 6,000, he will have to, because you might get maybe a warm-up lap, and then you need to wait until the race starts, right? So, and that's that. I think that's pretty much for his electric buggy. Yeah, we played with diffs on Friday. I just wanted to see. We always run mostly 775 or 773 or whatever. But we just played with his diffs and went a little bit lighter just to see. But for that track, it has enough traction where it didn't work out too well. But that's another story. So that's that. Oh, while I'm talking about batteries, so we've been using these ammo cans for forever. You know, they come. This is a regular ammo can. Now, if you don't have a lot of batteries, you can get the smaller ammo can. They're a little bit smaller. And we store all the batteries in there. You know, especially when we're at home. Even at the racetrack, the batteries we don't use, we put them in here. We close it up, and it's good to go. But if you ever get an ammo can, actual metal ammo can, make sure there's a seal, a rubber seal that goes around the edge. Take that out. You can just pull it out. And then we also just take a drill some holes in it, right? You guys know if something happens to a battery and it decides to, you know, puff or catch fire, obviously it's going to expand, and there's going to be that not saying boom, but mini explosion or whatever you want to call it. It has to have a way to release that energy. That's why I put some holes in there. If you have it sealed up and closed up and no holes, I mean, it's like a mini bomb here, right? You don't want that. So add some holes to it so that energy can release, you know, out in the air. We keep this in the garage. We don't keep this in the house. We'll keep it in the garage off the concrete. Keep it on my workbench. Put all the batteries in here. No, I had never had an issue, but things can always happen, right? So, but yeah, get yourself one of these metal cans or something similar to it. We do have those bags, like a little bag. We use that more at the racetrack, but here's actually here's a new can, and we'll show you that seal I was talking about. See that seal in there? That rubber? There's that rubber seal. Take that out, okay? You don't want to seal your batteries in here in case something does happen. That energy has nowhere to go. So it's just gonna be a loud explosion, right? Well, so let's be safe on that. Drill some holes in there and you get to go. All right, what else did we get? So, get his nitro buggy over here. Here's his old nitro buggy. Right here. It's pretty much ready to go for the Tennessee Championship, and I'll talk about that in a sec. But it's pretty much ready to go now. We still have B2104 in here. 2 weeks ago, he was running Sportsman Nitro. I even switched out his, I even switched out his clutch bearings, but the clutch bearing went during his main. It happens. I thought I had enough play in there. Maybe not, or maybe it's just one of those bearings that just gave up on us. It's too bad, but that's part of it. It's part of racing. You will have disappointing days. You just gotta keep pushing on. Fix it, go again, right? But she's pretty much ready to go. Now, we have ordered our IELASI tuned Dusty R, and I want to thank Shane Coffey and IELASI tuned USA family for having Tim on their team. We can't wait to run it. It's in the mail. It should be here probably beginning of next week. I'll be out for work, but that Saturday and Sunday I should be able to get her broken in. That's all I'll be working on, getting that nitro ready, the nitro engine ready. But again, thanks Shane Coffey for having us on the team, or having for Timothy on the team. We can't wait to try it out. I heard she's a ripper, so we'll see. I want to also take the time to thank Jared Goodwin and Gene the Machine Hickerson for allowing Timothy to be on the Dialed RC Tires team. We have pre-ordered our tires. Gene has worked his butt off to create these tires, to just get them just right. He's a perfectionist, and I really like that about him. Just wanted to say again, thanks Jared and Gene, and they should be coming in sometime end of March probably. But just if you want to get more information, get with DIALED.rc.us. Also check them out on Facebook. He's pretty good at keeping information about the pre-orders and everything. Also check out their website, DIALED.rc.us. They kind of updated their website a little bit, so you can check out all the tires. Just be patient. He's working hard to get those tires out. Just be patient. If you do pre-order, it might be end of March. Just be patient, okay? But I can't wait. He also has those wheels coming out. The one with the spoke on the edge. Oh, we can't wait to get them. So once we get the Dusty RN Nitro engine in, we've been running VP Racing fuels. Obviously, they works just great. No issues. This is the Ryan Lutz edition, 39. Works great, but with a new engine, I wanted to try something brand new. I'm always, we're not sponsored or anything with fuels or anything, so I'm gonna try new stuff, try different things. Maybe we can build a little program that way. So we went ahead and got this from Chad Cup. We went out with the Nitro Pro. Let's try it out once we get it. I bought 2 gallons of this. He has many more gallons if y'all need any while you're there at the race. He has VP Fuel and Nitro Pro. So you were saying it runs a little bit cleaner. You know how after a race side of your car is full of, from the exhaust, it's all like, you know, baked on and stuff from the exhaust fumes and oils and all that. They're saying it runs a lot cleaner. I mean, people are running it, and I'm all about feedback, and I will try it. I'm willing to try anything new. So that's what we got. We're going to use that to break her in. Now the Dusty R is already pre-broken in by Mr. IELASI, but you know, you still have to finish the process. You know, you got to put a load on it, run it, all that, and that's going to take some time. So I'm hoping it's going to get here beginning of next week. It's on its way, so we just have to wait and see. So that's that. What else did we get? Oh, got a little dragon skin. Got a dragon skin from RC Body Armor. There she is. I went ahead and got this. I got 3 sheets. 1, 2, 3. DRC Graphics Bobby Smith. He's working on 2 new bodies. 1 for Nitro, 1 for E-Buggy. I'm looking forward to that. It's about that time. We got this one back in, I want to say October of last year. There she is. But it's that time. We had to, you know, patch her up and send her out. But that dragon skin works pretty good. It works really good. It did its job. We just beat her up a little bit too much. But 4 or 5 months of a body, can't complain. I think we went to the same paint job as well. DRC Graphics. All right, I think that's it for the vehicles. Other than that, so some of the events that are coming up. Number 1, next week on the 24th, we've got RC Arena. They got their 2024 Southeastern Shootout. That's next week. Sadly, we can't make it. I would love to go back up there for that, but work, right? Somebody's got to pay for this. So we've got that. So that's the 24th. Then March 1st to the 3rd is the Rocks Tennessee Championship. That's their biggest race of the year. I'll be home for that. I'll definitely be home for that. So we'll make that. And then end of March is the RC Farm Opener. End of March, RC Farm Opener. So that's pretty much from March, kind of what we got going on. Of course, you got your club races and your Friday Night Lights still at the Rock, but like main events, those are it. Again, the Rock Tennessee Championship, 1st to the 3rd, and RC Opener is end of March. I think it's the 30th of March is their opener out in Crossville. So really can't wait for that either. But it'll be fun. Some of the races we were thinking about attending, or tracks we want to attend this year, is definitely Loganville. We've never been down there. We'd love to go to Loganville. And Easley. It's in South Carolina, I want to say, outside of I want to say Greensboro. But Easley RC. Some of our guys went up there. Todd went up there a few weeks ago. Looks pretty fun. So, but definitely Loganville and that one. Major events. Definitely Cycle Nitro Blast, because that's only 40 miles away from here, or less. That's the beginning of April. Let's see. Weekend. It's in July, I believe. Towards the end of July. Definitely going to make that, because Timothy will be out of school. Definitely want to make that. There's 2 more we want to go to this year, and it all depends on my work schedule, but we're definitely going to make one of those. One is the RC Pro-Am, which is down in North Carolina, Lake Waccamaw. That's actually where my wife's family lives. She's from there, and we would love to go to one of those races. RC Pro-Am, which is, let me check here. I want to say it's July 11th through the 14th. And then the Fall Brawl, which is usually the beginning of December. Definitely one of those races. We definitely got to make that. I mean, that's, you know, my wife's hometown. Would love for them to see him race, so that would be great. But other than that, that's all I got for today. I want to thank all you guys that subscribed, liked the videos. I think we're at like 220 subscribers. Awesome, man. And it's really cool to see you got some people that have channels, like RC channels, and I go check them out and subscribe as well. You know, help each other out, get these small channels growing, and I'm gonna try to get better footage when I can. I figured out that it's kind of hard to actually get footage if you're so busy ranching during a race day, but I'll do my best. Our next race will be the Tennessee Championship, the 1st to the 3rd. If you guys can come on out. It's gonna be fun. Check out their Facebook page. Rock is very good at updating people on times and where you can park and practice times and all that. And the practice is gonna be on Friday. Qualifying is going to be on Saturday, and the race, they're probably going to have lower mains maybe on Saturday, just depending on time, and then all the mains are going to be on Sunday. It's a 3-day event. If you can make it, try to make it. We appreciate all the support. These guys at Rock are working their butts off. If you can make it to RC Arena, go up there. Like I always say, great racing, great food. Great host, right? And then of course, RC Farm, end of March. Timothy's really looking forward to that as well. We missed it this winter. Last winter they were open. This winter they decided to start in the spring, which is fine. We'll be there. Hey, if you guys have any questions or if you want to add anything, just add to the comments. Thanks again for subscribing, for liking the videos. I'll see you guys next time.